Hey, welcome. My name is Javen, and this is the final news broadcast. Thank God. Yeah, and this is a voiceover for the court case that happened on Thursday. So this is the beginning when our Julius Kim explains what's going to happen, and today basically is witnesses being called and final speeches given to the jury. Here you can see Michael's it's finally being called for the first time, and he was a very emotional witness. You can see here. Look at that. He's crying. Look at that. That's hey. That's pretty damn good. At least better than our the other department. And you can see here our juries are very convinced by the way he cries. Look at that. Even Jeremy's showing emotions. Here we see Michael and Rex focusing a lot on what Zitz is saying. It's always amusing to see what the juries are reacting to because on third day they were like the most reactive. I think that's how I describe it. After Michael, there's a psychologist that looks like Zitz. I don't know, maybe they're similar because they're Asian. Was called. To be honest, while recording this section with the court case, the psychologist was a really questionable witness. I had doubts myself that he was a psychologist just because of the ways he answered some of the questions. And here we see Jonathan writing notes furiously to disapprove or to use against the defendant. And for the first time in this court case, Justice himself was called up by Michael Coe. And after that, Hank Storm, an FBI officer who worked with Michael Zitz in one of his dreams in the 1970s, appeared in court as a witness.
Please specify your question.
So when the other calls,
That you changed the question.
no, I was like, go for the questions after.
Oh, I see. Hey. These are excused. Does the defense have any more witnesses? No. Then, does the defense rest? Rest. Then there will be a final.
After that, the final witness after Hank Storm, we had an intermission or a break, a 15-minute break, and the second part of the trial where the speeches from the lawyers from both prosecution and defense was given to the jury. Here you can see like we were thinking like, God damn it, I actually listened to more speeches. Michael Cole was the first one to give a speech to the jury, and after that, 3 more people followed up with the speeches. But you know, just like all speeches, they all had their normal restatement of what they believe and saying hello to the jury, and yeah, the juries were bored once again. She's probably thinking like, stop talking, please. Here's Rex's speech. But to make it a bit more interesting, I do have some reactions about this speech in the audience. He's like drinking water, you know, pretty nice chilled out. Jonathan doesn't really care about that. William's like, hey man, that seems about right. Brian's like, yeah, that seems about right too. He's talking to someone. I think he's talking to Julius. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Now Jonathan's mentality is out. He's covering Youngton's handsome face too. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a real shame.
Ladies and gentlemen, the defense argued that Zitz should be
After that, Andrew gave his speech to the prosecution side, and you know, again to make this interesting, here are some reactions. Michael's like,
the defense had failed to produce the mental test without the test.
Michael Zitz, he seems to be interested. Yeah, I think he's pretty interested. Rex is very focused, writing notes about the speech. Although I don't know why he's writing it since he can't speak anymore. And after that, Jonathan gave the speech. Just to have my opinion, it was a very dramatic speech. Yeah, a very dramatic speech that got no reaction out of the jury. No, look at that. Michael's bored. Oh, now Andrew's questioning things. Or Edward. I can't tell between them. He's like, Michael seems to be bored again. And turning your attention to Brian. To Youngsang. This is the only time he comes out of the video. Don't worry about that. Seems like Rex is the only one doing work here, to be honest. The final verdict is guilty. Okay, not guilty. Not guilty at all.
What the fuck?
Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me so far. And this is the last video I'll be making for this class until there's a next video project.